You know that sinking feeling when life hands you a fresh start, only to rip it away before you've even unpacked? That's exactly how it hit me that crisp autumn morning in 2022, pulling up to my new lakeside cottage in Riverside Estates, Florida. After losing my wife Sarah to a brutal fight with leukemia the year before, I'd poured every penny from her life insurance into this cozy three-bedroom haven with a stunning view of the shimmering bay. The realtor had hyped up the dock that came with it, but seeing it in person, it was a masterpiece, sturdy oak planks weathered just right, handrails that whispered stories of lazy afternoons, and a small storage nook perfect for stashing my boating gear. I stood there, steam rising from my first mug of coffee, watching the sun peek over the water, daring to believe I might finally heal in this quiet corner of the world. The movers were wrapping up when I wandered down to inspect the dock closer. It had character, built with love back in the late 90s by the previous owner, Mrs. Jenkins. Her daughter had shared how she'd sip tea out there every dawn, much like I planned. I was tracing the grain of the wood, lost in thought, when heavy footsteps snapped me back. "You must be Alex Thompson?" The voice was clipped, all business, laced with an edge that set my nerves on fire. I turned to face a woman in her mid-50s striding toward me like she owned the place, clipboard in hand, face twisted in disapproval. Dressed to the nines in a tailored blazer and heels that screamed, "Not here for small talk." She had a bulldozer crew trailing her. Not some backyard hacks with shovels, a full-on professional outfit, with heavy machinery rumbling at 8:45 a.m. On my moving day. "I'm Lisa Harrington," she declared, no handshake, no warmth. "HOA president. This dock's unauthorized. We're tearing it down now." My world tilted. "Hold on, what? I just bought this place. The dock's been here forever. It's part of the deed." But Lisa wasn't listening. She waved the crew forward, and I watched in horror as the bulldozer lurched into position. "Urgent safety breach," she snapped, eyes gleaming with something almost triumphant. "Threatens the entire neighborhood. HOA has emergency powers to eliminate hazards." My hands shook as I dialed 911. "Someone's wrecking my property." The dispatcher's reply chilled me. "Sir, if it's HOA-sanctioned safety enforcement, that's civil. We can't step in." Lisa overheard and smirked like she'd scripted this exact moment. The machine roared, claws ripping into the wood I'd already imagined as my sanctuary. Sarah's words echoed in my head. "Bullies thrive when decent folks feel cornered." Powerless, I filmed it all, capturing Lisa not just overseeing but diving into the wreckage, sifting through splintered boards like she was hunting treasure. The operator's shot puzzled looks her way. This wasn't normal HOA boss behavior. Most would bark orders from afar, but here she was, designer outfit be damned, digging frantically. At precisely 9:02, a county van screeched up. Out stepped Inspector Mike Gonzalez, scanning the chaos with furrowed brows. "Ma'am, why are you demolishing a compliant structure?" Lisa's face drained of color. "Compliant? No, this was an emergency." Gonzalez inspected the ruins, tapped his tablet. "Permitted in 1998. $22,000 build. All codes met." The air thickened. He turned to me. "This is felony vandalism, sir. You can file charges." Lisa crumbled, tears streaming. "Oh no, I messed up, Lise. No cops." But her eyes betrayed her. This wasn't a slip-up. Gonzalez pressed. "Show me your demo permit." She stammered excuses, dropping to her knees. "I'll cover it all, just don't report me. I have a family." Neighbors gathered, phones out, as Lisa's empire cracked. She fled sobbing, but Margaret Hayes, my silver-haired next-door neighbor, pulled me aside. "Alex, she's been eyeing your place for months. Knew your move-in date cold." Over coffee the next day amid the $18,000 wreckage, Margaret spilled the ugly truth. Lisa wasn't some nitpicky enforcer. She was a shark. As HOA head and agent for Coastal Realty, the region's powerhouse firm, her game was simple. Fabricate costly infractions to crush owners, then rescue them with a quick sale buyer, pocketing a juicy 6% on $900,000 homes. That's $54,000 motives to shatter lives. Margaret had tracked it for years. The Walkers on Elm Lane, bullied out after Lisa, slapped them with $70,000 structural fixes. The Ramirez family on Cedar Drive, evicted over a hazardous patio rebuild. All bayfront gems, all funneled to developers. all brokered by Lisa at Coastal. She preyed on the weary widowers like me, seniors without fight left. Lisa had dug deep. Sarah's treatments, our debts, the insurance payout. She'd bet I'd buckle under repair bills and lawsuits, then snap up her helpful offer from a developer pal. Tuesday, Lisa knocked with a $25,000 misunderstanding check. "So sorry about the doc," she cooed, eyes shark-like. When I mentioned quotes, she pounced. "My contact at Bayview Estates could buy the whole lot, skip the hassle." Alarms blared. How'd she know I'd consider selling? I feigned vulnerability. "That's kind, let me mull it." Sarah's advice rang. Let liars weave their own noose. Lisa gushed on. "David Harrington, my brother-in-law, runs Bayview. He handles tough spots fast. Jackpot." Family racket. Lisa stirred trouble. David swooped in cheap, flipped for fortunes. Online sleuthing confirmed. Every victim sold to Bayview at 65% value, resold months later. Wednesday, Lisa ramped up. Fines for mailbox tilt, $100. Lawn overgrowth by half an inch, $200. Even a leftover wind chime, $150. She prowled my yard with a tape measure, snapping pics like a mad auditor. Neighbors peeked from curtains, appalled. I documented her frenzy. This polished agent reduced to petty tyrant. But I fought smart, hitting the county clerk's office. Bombshell. Lisa filed a pre-billed query on my lot 5 months pre-purchase before I owned it. Worse, she'd snooped my private's credit, Sarah's medical bills, grief notes. This was predation, time to exploit my raw edges. Thursday's violations escalated to absurdity. Faded porch light, $250. Excessive wildlife, from my bird bath, $300. But her solo fines violated HOA bylaws needing dual board sign-off. I complied, meticulously mowed razor sharp, repainted flawlessly while stacking proof of her rule-breaking. Neighbors whispered. Margaret noted others feared their turns. My trap set. Friday's HOA emergency session exploded. Packed hall. Lisa's slick slides painted me as a menace. For minutes, she swayed them. Then I struck. "Lisa, when did you pitch my lot to builders?" Silence gripped. "What?" she faltered. I flashed records. Pre-inquiry filed months before I bought. Explain. Murmurs swelled to outrage. Gasps at her privacy breaches. Lisa erupted. "Ungrateful outsiders. I vet everyone for suitability. I connect problems to solutions." Her rant sealed. I'd admitting the scam. She stormed out, threatening suits. But her frantic call from the lot screamed fear. Who was she reporting to? This web ran deeper. Saturday dawned with retaliation. For county vans, fire for gas leak, health for sewage, cops for noise, code for suspicion. Anonymous tips, all bogus. But I hosted them with coffee and files. "We've seen this spike here," one confided. "Targets the vulnerable, glad you're pushing back." Sunday, Lisa arrived with a lawyer, accusing me of harassment. Irony peaked. Her attorney blanched at my evidence. "Ma'am, you're exposed. Doc destruction, conspiracy with David." "Cease now," Lisa raged. "He's smearing me online." Lies. I hadn't posted a word. Monday, she tried ousting me via board vote. But members balked. "Lisa, you're the issue. This ends." Tuesday, cameras caught her trespassing, posting fines, muttering wildly, even kicking my hose in fury. Officer Ramirez reviewed. Clear harassment. "We've got complaints stacking." Footage revealed a lurker, shadowy figure spying. "Co-conspirator," he muttered. Detective Lopez arrived. "Mr. Thompson, this ties to a 2-year fraud probe across counties. Your proof's gold." Karen Swait. Lisa's arrest Wednesday was poetic, bathrobe-clad, cuffed in her drive, demanding a lawyer. Victims flooded forward. The Walkers. Lisa timed attacks around their daughter's illness. Ramirez. Post-cancer diagnosis pressure. Margaret unveiled 3 years dossiers at Thursday's meeting. Target lists, timed abuses. My suit demanded $30,000 doc fix, apology, resignation, probe cooperation. Criminals piled. Fraud, theft, extortion. Deeper dives exposed rot. Lisa's ex and records sold privates. David's flips netted fortunes. Hidden boxes in storage. Files on all vulnerabilities mapped. Succession manual for fraud heirs. RICO escalated. Feds swooped. Lisa's empire crumbled. License yanked. Assets frozen. Family ratted for deals. Settlements restored. Walkers reclaimed home. Ramirez cleared debts. Community bloomed under Margaret's helm. Transparent rules. Values soared 18%. I found purpose. Fair Lakes Defense Fund aided hundreds. Laws passed. Harrington Acts curbed HOA tyranny. Media frenzy. Docs, testimonies, reforms in 14 states. 3 years on, airport run-in. Lisa Hawking phone cases, defeated. I'm sorry, she whispered. Genuine? Maybe. It matters, I said. Learn from it. 5 years post-Bulldozer, my dock buzzes with life, kids fishing, couples toasting sunsets. Our stand shields families nationwide. Sarah, be proud. But here's the real fire starter. Should HOA presidents face mandatory background checks and term limits to prevent power grabs like this? Or are these boards essential for neighborhood harmony, even if it means occasional overreach? And what about privacy? Should personal data like medical records be off limits to nosy officials forever? Drop your hottest takes below, smash that like if justice stories fire you up, and subscribe for more real-life showdowns that could happen to anyone. What's your wildest HOA horror?